Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It's been quite some time since I've given you a software video. So, in this video, I want to give you a detailed breakdown of an incredible interior design software I've come across, a free interior design software called Super Bolter. Let's get started. First things first, it runs completely on the browser. To access it, just go to superbolter.com and click on the Get Started button. Over here, it will allow you to create an account. So, I'll just continue with Google. I'll use my homebanawa@gmail.com ID. It allows me to get started. So let me just set up my profile. I'll say I am a homeowner and it's asking me to get a sense of taste and mood. So Super Bolter does this to get a sense of what is the kind of design you may enjoy. So I'll just select some random pictures, maybe some designs I may like, and just keep these photos in mind. And I'll tell you why you need it a little bit later in the video. Next, it asks me a lot of different items which I may be interested in. So I'll just select some random items for now. Don't worry too much about it. And I'll click on design my new home. So this is a simple form which is like an onboarding form. I guess they ask these questions just to understand, your preferences, who you are, etc. You can just put in any data. It doesn't really make much difference. So I put in my mobile number and it gives me an OTP. Okay. So I'm in. Now basically this is what you see when you log into superbolter.com, and it takes some basic updates on your profile. Now over here they have some tutorial videos. So as you can see, move products, rotate home, try light modes, design snapshot, etc. By the way, this is all working inside of the Chrome web browser, which I'm sure most of you use. What I'll do is now I'll just click on this button, which is add a new home. Over here you can either upload a floor plan, you can create a single room, or you can even select some popular projects which are going on. Over here, for example, they say Mantri Serenity, Prestige Lakeside. So let me just put in Mantri Serenity and I just click on search floor plan. What Super Bolter has done is it's scraped a lot of these different projects which are ongoing, has imported a lot of their floor plans, and it allows you to get into your interior design that much faster. So what I'll do is I'll click on add to my homes and I'll give it a name. I'll just say home now. And now once that I have added this particular home to my homes, I'll click on open. So initially when you open it up for the first time, it says that they want to do a simple 3D test just to make sure that everything is working fine. So let's start the 3D test. So the very first question it's asking me is, are you able to see the entire sort of room with the furniture? I'll click on yes. Can I rotate the room? So I just clicked and I moved it around and I'm able to rotate it relatively easily. I'm just clicking and dragging. I'm clicking, holding and dragging. I am able to rotate. I'll click on yes. Am I able to paint the wall? So let me just click on a paint. I'll click on try paint and I'll move over to the wall. And yes, I'm able to paint the wall as well. So let me click on yes. Am I able to move the sofa set? So I click on the sofa set and I drag it around, and yes, I'm able to move the sofa set. So I click on yes. And then next it's asking me if I can apply a design. Now just go through this test once. Don't worry too much about it. I'll tell you how to design a home and all of that a little bit later. But now I was able to apply this sample design. Okay. So I was able to do it. So now my test is complete. I'm able to do all the different functions which Super Bolter has. So I'll click on continue. Now, if you remember correctly, I'm scrolling up and down here. I have to zoom in and zoom out, and I'll just click and I'll move to see my entire home. This particular layout, this particular floor plan, this particular 3D which you're seeing is for the Mantri Serenity, the project which I exactly selected. So let me just give you a quick overview of how the software works. First thing is, on the main screen right here, you have the canvas. This is where you can see your particular design. You can control it, you can pan around, etc. You can move objects, you can rotate it. Okay. On the right hand side, you have a lot of different products, you have a lot of different designs, and you have a lot of different execution bundles. Okay. So it can be wallpapers, it can be paints, all these different kind of bundles. Now these designs, these products are actually made by real designers, real interior designers, real architects, And what this software is allowing you to do is basically incorporate a lot of these designs which have been created into your respective homes, suggest products for you, give you a budget, and allow you to check out. So, what do I mean by that? Let's take it step by step. Let's focus our attention on the canvas view. On the top left, you have all the different rooms available in this particular home. So, for example, I want to jump into the living room. I can just select that and it just opens up the living room. Similarly, I want to jump into the master bedroom. I can do that and I jump into the master bedroom. Say I want to see the whole home. I just click on all rooms and I can see all the rooms. Next, on the bottom left, if you see, there's an ability for me to go to the top view. I just click on this arrow icon right here, and I click on top, and I can see the exact top view of this particular home and how it's been bifurcated between foyer, between kitchen, etc. Next, what I want to do is I don't want the top view. I want the 3D view, so I'll just go back into the 3D or walkthrough view. Okay, so I'm right now in the walkthrough mode. This is how I switch between a lot of the views: top view, 3D walkthrough view, and 3D view. So I'm seeing the 3D. Next to the automate home, ignore the automate home for now. I'll talk about this later. I have the button to switch between showing the walls or hiding the walls. So for now, I want to hide the walls. So I can't see any of the walls. So this allows me to get a very interesting perspective, maybe how different rooms or how different areas fit with each other, allowing me to design more easier. By the way, to pan around, all I'm doing is I'm just clicking and dragging. And then I'm just moving my cursor around in different angles. I can just zoom in and zoom out by scrolling up and down like you can see right here. Now say I want to move, I can just drag this joystick and then I can move around like this also. So click and hold is pan and the joystick is to move. The next thing in the canvas view I want to talk about is these some basic features of saving a particular design. Typically it is auto saved. It's a cloud based application. The second part is if I click on this take picture button, it takes a snapshot, and once the snapshot is taken, I can just download that snapshot. So this will allow you to create sufficient reference images to move around and play around with it. And the next part is on the bottom right, pay attention to this rupee icon here. This one is going to be really, really useful to show one of Superbolter's most important and powerful features. So we'll get to that later. So this gives you a brief summary of the canvas, the actual canvas view. On the right hand side, this design portion, let's look at how this works. So on the top left, you have a lot of these template designs. So if I select dining, for example, it gives me a lot of different dining room designs, right? And I can see who the particular architect or interior designer for this was. If I scroll further, I can see how it's going to look. This is a product render for this particular existing design. And I'll be like, okay, I'm not interested in this. Maybe I want to see the balconies, different balcony options which you have. So I can click on balcony and it'll give me a lot of these different designs. Now I'll explain how the apply design button works. But for now, let me just take you through how this entire right side window works. Next to designs, so select your specific region, get a lot of different templates. Next to design, you also have products. Under products, I get a lot of different options for the bedroom, for the living room, for the kitchen. And in each region, I can select either for ceiling, for floor, different kinds of paints, different electronics I may need, ceiling lights, etc. Now, what I really like is if I select a specific button inside the products, it will give me a range of different products directly pulling this information from different e-commerce websites. So this is actual products available right now for me to buy. So this, for example, is from Amazon. This is from Amazon. If I go further, this is from Sony. Similarly, say I want to know about paints. So if I select Berger paints, it'll give me all the relevant Berger paints. And if I click on a particular color, it'll take a few seconds and it'll load up an approximate cost for getting my particular home painted this way also. So keep this in mind. We're going to use this a little bit later. So this product is not just loading random products. It's actually available products which you can buy today. So if I select ceiling lights, for example, it's giving me a lot of different collection from Philips, and they're adding more and more brands as we speak. Let's move to bundles. So bundles are different bundled products. For example, if I click on one of this, it gives me an entire wallpaper collection, which has been specifically curated by designers. So we'll not, use that bundles that much for now. So let's focus on designing our first bedroom. So what I'll do is I'll click on bedroom, and over here on the top left where there's the all rooms button, I'll click on this and I'll click on the master bedroom. So this loads up my entire master bedroom exactly as per the floor plan which I just was able to download. So let's just check it properly. Okay, looks good. And now what I'll do is I will try to choose a master bedroom theme which which suits my personality. So I like this one. So I'll click on apply design. And it'll prompt me again that any existing products will be deleted. Do you want to apply this design? I'll be like, yes, I want to see how this design would look in my home. So I click on apply. So it takes a few seconds, but what it is doing is it's installing or it's downloading all the products which were there in that design, including the theme, into that exact bedroom. Now over here, if you see the TV which came, it does not necessarily fit in this room size, so that's okay. I don't want a TV in my master bedroom. So the moment I click on that TV, it's giving me a lot of specific options. It allows me to customize it. Customize it how? I can customize it by selecting different options, by adjusting the size, and I'll click on replace product. It actually replaces the product. But also I can customize the finishes. So if I click on finishes, it will load up a lot of different finishes which I can apply here. So these finishes are your laminate finishes. I'll be like, okay, I like this Novara wood. I'll just click try in 3D. Takes a few seconds and I'll apply it. Wow, this looks cool. Okay, so I'll close this again. So, but actually speaking, I don't really want this entire unit also. So what I'll do is on the right hand side, if you see of the canvas menu, I can just delete it. So I'm just clicking on the product and I'm just dragging it around. So I moved it on top of my bed. Perfect. Okay, there's some extra pillows here. So let me just delete those pillows. I'm happy with just 2 pillows. Now there's one light stand which has got stuck here. So I'll just click on this and I'll move it to the light table. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I have a wardrobe on the left, then I have a bed over here. So let me click on the bed and I will select upholstery, and I can change the different upholstery which is there for this particular bed. So let me click on this gay rosewood and I just change the upholstery for the bed. And then for the wall, what I'll do is I don't want an upholstery, of course. I want a paint. So what I'll do is I'll go to products, bedroom. Let's select Berger paints and I'll click on this beige color, a simple beige color. So let's scroll down. I'll click on try in 3D and I'll just apply it. There you go. And I like this color actually, it's pretty good. So what I'll do is I'll apply it here as well, here and here. Wow, okay. And I think this perfect, and I'll click on done. So now I have a really cool room. I have a bedside stand, I have a fan, I have a wardrobe. What else do I need? So what I want next is I also want, say, I want some wall lights. So let's check out some wall lights. So, or rather, I don't want this. Maybe I just want a mirror. So I'll just type mirror and I'll click on search. And I have a lot of different mirrors. So let's see. I think this is pretty good. This is a Fab India product. So let me click on try product. What I'll do is I'll place it, try product, and I'll place it here. There you go. So I have this placed here and I'll move it around. Perfect. Let me click on the fan. So let me click on the details. So the fan, I can see it's a Fansart propeller fan, and all of the cost, the dimensions, the details are right here. I'll close on this. So I like this room. So I just finished designing my master bedroom. Pretty cool curtain, This extra product got placed, I'll just delete it up, and that's it. So my master bedroom is just done. So if you notice, in 15-20 minutes, a proper bed with upholstery, everything, I was just able to finish. Right now, let's move on. I wanna do the kitchen next. So kitchen is one of those areas where it's really hard to do anytime. So let's go to designs. Let's click on kitchen, and let's take this one. Now again, you can apply, you can remove, you can test various different design formats. So it's not necessary you have to use the one which I selected. I'm just showing you how to use the software, guys. You please play around with it as you deem right. Interesting. So it's added a lot of different elements, and now I'm not sure if the entrance and all of that has been incorporated correctly. So what I'll do is I'll click on all rooms, okay, so that I get a sense of where the kitchen is. Okay, so if you see the placement of the kitchen, it's not perfectly been done correctly. So if I go around, okay, so the kitchen is here. This thing is blocking the doorway actually in two places. So the entrance for the kitchen is here. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the kitchen view. Okay. This is the way I'm getting the entrance to the master bedroom. So what I'll do is I'll just delete, click, delete, and click, delete, click, delete, and I'll delete this as well. Okay. And on this side, I'll have to delete this. Probably this as well. Okay. So I have a couple of spaces here. Okay. This is actually a very compact kitchen for this particular floor plan. So let me do this. I'll be trying to see. Okay, now few things you have to understand. I am personally not an interior designer, so please explore this software yourself. Especially if you're an interior designer, I'm sure you'll do a much better job than I am doing. I don't have a great understanding of the space, but I'm just showing you how to use different elements or different features of this particular application. Now I go back to all rooms. So now basically what have I done? There is one living room which has been done. There is one kitchen, very basic stuff have been added. There is one bedroom which has been done. Now you can of course spend a lot more time and complete this, design it room by room, see how it looks on its own, see how it looks, separately. And of course, what I would also suggest you do is you click on this walkthrough mode, okay? And then I'm using arrow keys here. So I'm just pressing left and I'm going straight. So just walk through the door. So I'm walking, and I just walk through the door. And now I'll click and I'll move around and I'll see how each angle looks. Okay, the living room looks interesting. Of course, I have to change this wallpaper. This looks really ugly. I can just select this. I can click on paints, and I can add, say, a simple. Of course, I am never gonna paint something red like this randomly, but just to show you, I can very quickly just click on it in the walkthrough mode itself, try in 3D and select it. Just like that, the paint is applied. So I'll just go back to the 3D view. So my suggestion is walk through the entire space, see how it looks from the first person view right here. And once you're done with that, right, where I really, really love what Superbolter has done is all the different products, all the different material you have used, the laminates, the paint, whatever you want to account for, you click on this rupee icon here and it generates an estimate. And this estimate is as close to real as possible. So what do I mean by that? It tells you that, okay, the amount of square feet you have selected is 185 square feet for the paint. This is the coffee table you have chosen. This is the chair you have chosen. This is a photo frame. This is the Philips lights which have been used. This is the cabinet which has been created. Right? You get all of this as a simple estimate based on which you can not just prepare an item, but you can also check out. And once you add everything to the cart, so it's going to add all of these products. Of course, there'll be some products which are available, not available. You can get that data here. but you will get a rough estimate of getting your entire home done. So when I click on go to cart, you can see all these items, and I click on proceed. It gives me all of this, and it allows me to check out right here for the products which are readily available, or I can select a specific room that I just want the kitchen items to be seen, and I'll only buy the kitchen items. It's really, really cool. And this is where I feel like they have done a really, really good job. And anytime I want to jump back to my design, I'll have my pop up right here. I just open this, and my design is right here. One thing you have to understand, I'm doing all of this on my Chrome browser. I've not installed a single application. I just have a good stable internet connection. So this is why I am loving to use this software to just brainstorm and figure out, what are the different things I can do. Another thing I want to show you before I let you go is if I go to the bedroom 2 and say there's like different kinds of designs which are available here. Say initially while I'm brainstorming, I select a specific design style, maybe this one. I select apply design and I click apply. So it applies, that furniture, that bed, that particular paint, or the different products which are used. But I'm like, yeah, this doesn't look that great. I'm not happy with it. So what do I do next? I want something else. Well, I just scroll down. I'll be like, okay, this looks good. I click apply design and I apply. It deletes all of those products. Okay. And it adds the new design with the study desk, with the carpet, with the bed, all those things. And just like that, a design is ready, and I'm quickly brainstorming and seeing exactly for my floor plan how it's going to look. So this is what I really, really loved about Super Bolter. Now in this particular case, for example, the lamps are just not fitting in, so I may have to delete the lamps. So let me just delete those. But you get the idea, right? That brainstorming is no longer hard for me. So I'll be like, okay, this cabinet is becoming too much. I'll delete it. Or I can change the laminates of a particular cabinet. From here itself, I can start a project. I can either show it to a carpenter, or I can place an order with Super Bolter and they'll connect me to all the relevant project guys. So this is where it's become really, really unique for me, in the sense that I'm not just getting a design software, but I'm getting themes and templates. I'm getting a basic 3D walkthrough software, and I am being able to estimate my exact cost for executing that project. So now, for example, for 4 lakhs, it's gone to 6 lakhs because I added bedroom 2. And when I shift bedrooms, so if I go to kitchen, it'll tell me region by region what is the cost. So if I want to see master bedroom, what's my cost? It's 2,68,000. So guys, let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions about Super Bolter. I am trying to get in touch with their founders to do an interview with them to see how they've designed it and where they are seeing how it's going to add more features. But right now it is completely free to use for anyone. So I highly urge you to check it out. This is not a paid or sponsored video. I really was surprised by this tool. I really loved it. It was very surprising that they're giving it away for free, because software like this can get expensive. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.